And we are so thankful that Francine is not hitting our region, but it is important to still stay prepared in case we see another weather disaster.
Yeah, well, you might be disaster ready. What about your parents or grandparents, that elderly neighbor? We want to make sure our senior population, including those with disabilities, are prepared for what might come. Joining us this morning to tell us more about the 2024 Hurricane Preparedness Guide supplement for seniors and special populations, Francis Rodriguez, with the Houston-Galveston Area Council. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what do people need to know about this guide?
This guide is special. This guide has a lot of information for caretakers and for senior populations and vulnerable populations. And when we went through the development and the creation of this supplement, we wanted to make it special. We wanted to make sure that those populations were not forgotten about, which is extremely important. There's extra preparations that need to be taken. There's extra steps and extra time that we need to make sure that we're utilizing for making sure that those populations are taken care of and ready for any kind of hurricane or emergency.
Yeah, so can you give us an example, like what types of things people will learn or the guide tells us about?
Yeah, absolutely. So it does have your hurricane prep kit, all of your essentials, your non-perishables, things like that. But it takes it a step further and it goes into some considerations. So if you're diabetic, maybe considering having extra insulin with you and syringes and things like that, making sure that if you're a person who has a vision impairment, what are some considerations that you should consider when planning and prepping for your hurricane preparedness, right? If you are hearing impaired, how are you going to communicate with people? So just it has a plethora of information. It's a great guide. It's really special. It's available in English and Spanish, and we're proud of it.
So it includes things that you might not think of that would be different for somebody like a parent or somebody that you wouldn't necessarily prepare for yourself. Yeah. Where can people get it, this guide?
It's available online. At H-GAC/hurricane. And then as I mentioned, it's available in English and in Spanish.
And what do caretakers need to do for seniors? Like, how should caretakers be preparing differently than both of those populations?
So some of our caretakers, we like to look at them as our hurricane helpers, because essentially that's what they are. They're taking a step further to make sure that they're available to assist an elderly person or a person with disabilities in their term or in the time of an evacuation or an emergency. And so that really, the supplement has some things in there for you, some tips for you to kind of keep in mind and keep into consideration so that we're able to make sure that you're able to assist your grandmother or your family member, your neighbor, a friend at church, who knows. But it's really a supplement for anybody and everybody.
Even people outside of the Houston area?
Absolutely. I always tell everybody that hurricane prep is timely, obviously, but emergency management prep is not. That's timeless. So there's, at any given point, any given time, you can have some type of a man-made emergency or something, and just being prepared all the time is always a good idea.
And basically having all of these things on hand, having this checklist to know, do I have everything ready to go? Very interesting, because I know as moms, we might think about all the items that you need for your kids, but you're not thinking about a parent or if you do try to assist them in getting ready. Very good information. We appreciate you for coming on this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Francis Rodriguez.